Welcome, Monica, to the show. She is my personal broker, and to a lot, she is the managing broker in Charles Rutenberg Realty, and I'm super excited to have her here. I couldn't imagine anyone else working for anyone else, period. Monica?
Thank you so much, Liz, for considering me. This is very special to me. I'm so happy that you're bringing this topic on, and I know I'm jumping the gun, but I'm just so thrilled that I have one of my very own being an advocate for sell by owners. I have the privilege of working with Liz many years ago in our brokerage, and I know she was going to be a force to reckon with, right? So I am so happy to be here. It is such an honor. I have worked for Charles Rutenberg Realty as the managing broker for over 15 years. I've been in our industry since I was licensed in 2000, actually a few years before. And I really have a passion for what I do. And I know Liz follows suit. So thank you, Liz.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And thank you so much for allowing me to talk about this subject, because as we know, it's a very sore subject for a lot of people.
Absolutely. And it's a sore subject for different people for different reasons. If you focus on for sale by owners, I think the obvious, a lot of people will try to attempt doing something on their own because they may have had a bad experience with a realtor, right? So, and that's something why you would ever attempt to do anything on your own. You know, if you've had a bad experience or if you're looking to save some money, why else would you try to do all of this all your own? So.
Right. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this program and podcast, is because they are going to try it on their own before and if they sign up with a realtor. So I wanted to give back to the community and say, all right, fine. If you are going to try this, then let's just have a guided way on how you're going to do it, what you're going to do. And if you need help, I'm here to help you.
Absolutely. And see, folks, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, Liz is going always above and beyond. And I wasn't surprised, you know, when she brought this to my attention, you know, because that's how Liz is, you know, and that's how she goes above and beyond for her customers. So with that said, you know, this was such a natural thing for her to take on. And also talking about how people think negative about, you know, for sale by owners and taking it on themselves. You know, there's a lot of realtors that happen to shy away from it, you know, because it's not immediate business for them. That's what's the perception, right? So the perception is it's not an immediate, you know, reward for them. But I'd love to say that, you know, we as realtors, our true perspective is really we signed up for this career because we said, you know, we want to help people. And that's something so important. You know, I really believe that, you know, in any industry, there are some amazing agents, you know, that don't ever forget that. And definitely Liz is one of those. So
thank you.
I'm your biggest cheerleader, Liz. So
yes, thank you. Thank you. It is true. I try to help everyone. We all have one goal in mind, which is to sell the house.
Absolutely.
And if they are going to try it, then, and they will try it if they want to. And can I blame them for wanting to save $8,000 to $10,000?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh. So, and if they can't, then guess what? We can help them do that or, you know, list it, or if we know someone in another state, let's talk about Charles Rutenberg Realty.
Absolutely.
And why I chose them, because I think a lot of people don't understand why I chose them. And I consider us a transaction broker as opposed to Keller Williams and Remax. And if I was an agent, I would 1000% go with Charles Rutenberg Realty. I would not go to another one. I've done them all. I've done Remax, I've done Keller Williams, and Charles Rutenberg is my home. And I hope it's my home for a really long time.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and the beauty of it is with Charles Rutenberg Realty, our focus is definitely on the development and growth of our agents. And it's a beautiful thing how that works. Once you focus on our agents, you know, then they pay that forward and they're totally, like Liz, go above and beyond for members of the public. So.
Right. Yes. And I've watched your training and your videos, and don't know another brokerage that I've been into that give you 3 girls that will look over your paperwork. I know I drive them nuts, but they do actually look over all of our paperwork. And if we make a mistake, then they just hit us up and say, hey, fix this mistake. And we're able to go. And it's just part of your brand and your program.
Well, the beauty of it is that it's the public sees the agent, but then with Charles Rutenberg Realty, there's a whole team behind that agent, to support, the whole process. So I'm very grateful for the girls. So
me too. Being normally on another brokerage, you would have to get on a team to even have that. What would be the word? It's like a luxury.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's a luxury to have them.
They're going to love hearing that. Yes. So.
I should send them something because I know I'm driving them nuts lately.
You definitely keep them busy. So.
I do. Okay. So how many states is Charles Rutenberg in?
So our main concentration is in Florida, of course, with our office in Winter Park. We also have an office in Clearwater, and we have an office in Fort Lauderdale. Each office will have a series of branches that feed off of it. And then we're also located in 2 areas in New York, and we're also in Chicago. So
nice. And I want people to understand that we service all of Florida. I can help service all of Florida. It doesn't matter where you are. And then when we start going outside of Florida, we have, those offices. And then I've also put in my network in place, I have some attorneys that can help.
Absolutely. And that's the power behind the brand and you as our realtor, that it's not just a single effort. In our office in Winter Park alone, there's over 1,300 agents. And we are actually on the smaller side of the offices. Our office in Clearwater has almost 2,500 agents. If you're just talking about, networking within our locations, and our office in Fort Lauderdale has 1,500. So we have a large base of agents right in our backyard. And not only that, with the access to our MLS systems. And like Liz says, it is the whole state of Florida. When a realtor's licensed, they're able to service the whole state of Florida. And I know there's some brokerages that restrict your coverage area. But with us, we allow the agent to really service the customer for the whole state of Florida. So.
Right. And I really do appreciate that, because one of the things that I love about your brokerage or Charles Rutenberg is that I like to give back a lot. And so when I see someone that needs some money or needs something, you allow me as the broker to just say, hey, you know what? Here's $2,000 towards your closing costs. I know that it would help you out more than that. And when I, help my friends buy their house, I gave up my entire commission. And other brokerages do not allow that.
Well, there again, it's a beautiful thing how our focus is on helping our agent grow. But it's not only that. When we take off that pressure from our agent, they're able to do even bigger and better things for their customers. And that's why with us, absolutely our pleasure to be able to assist you helping the public. So I love it.
Great. Thank you. How did you feel when I told you I really wanted to help for sale by owners?
Oh, that's not something I hear every day. I'll tell you what, and I just knew that you were the right one. If any of our agents had to come forward, it was such a pleasure for me to know that you were going to take this on, because 1,300 agents, I love all of our agents, but there's different levels of experience. If someone's going to take this on, they has to be the right agent. So with you, absolutely, you're the right agent, and you have the right combination of everything: the experience, the care, the attention to detail, and you definitely have the crew behind you. So absolutely, I'm all for helping the public. So this was right up our alley. And I think I said yes even before you finished.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
so
yes.
that's...
Like I said, a lot of people were like, what do your broker think about this?
Go for it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Go for it.
Thanks for always supporting me.
Absolutely.
For sale by owners, what do you think the biggest challenge for them is?
There's lots of challenges.
There are. And that's why I wanted to do this with the program, because if you have I've laid this out to say, hey, listen, this is what you can do to give you the best solid try.
Absolutely. So I believe for sale by owners for sale by owners do face a lot of challenges, depending upon the area that they're in. As soon as they put that for sale by owner sign in their front yard, it could be an overwhelming experience of tons of phone calls, tons of realtors, tons of other members of the public knocking on your door at all hours, to try to see your property. So I think that's a main one that I hear a lot of for sale by owners face. But I think a lot of for sale by owners then, because they don't know what's marketable about a property, so a lot of them aren't really presenting their home in the best possible light. I know realtors make it look easy, right? Especially Liz. but but there is a little bit of strategy involved when a home goes on the market. So it's not just simply having you sign some paperwork, taking a few pictures, and that's it. It's making sure that your home is shown in the best possible light. That you have everything cleared up so nothing comes up as a surprise later on when you go under contract. And to a common owner of a property, a lot of those things can go missed, and what will happen? It's definitely going to cause problems later on in the transaction.
Right. If it's not done clean and made sure that everything is there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Liz, if I can ask you, just because we've been asking me questions, but how about you? What inspired you to take this on?
I really wanted to help people. I wanted them to understand that you can do this by yourself. Absolutely. If you have a guided way. And if you can't do it by yourself, then I'm here for you and I can help you.
Absolutely. Liz, that totally compels me to say I can completely tell it's more about the person and not so much about the money. Do you ever have, or have you ever had, I'm sure you have, a story or an instance where you demonstrated that?
Ooh, I feel like a lot. I do give back a lot. I recently listed a $2.3 million home. I was able to get the listing because I listed it at a smaller percentage than what the bigger guys do. And he was pretty upset with me, but I feel like a $38,000 commission is just as good as a $50,000 commission.
That's amazing.
And by doing that, I saved the homeowner literally $30,000.
See, and that was your whole, inspiration. Would you say that's like a win-win?
Absolutely. And I'm sick of realtors telling homeowners, I need that 6% because I have to market. And I'm like, well, what are you doing with the other money? That's just greed to me. And if I can save someone some money, then I'm going to do such a good job that you're going to tell your friends.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So then that definitely what has inspired you to definitely launch out and help for sell by owners.
Yes, absolutely. It really does. Because as you know, we see it every day. You see 5 to 10 that hit the market every day that they want to try to save it, and they're kind of lost. And then you get attacked by realtors. You're getting 30 or 40 calls a day. And I know how to avoid those calls,
Yeah. And also what breaks my heart with for sale by owners, what they're faced with is if an agent does say they have a buyer, they're always looking out for the buyer's best interests. Who's looking out for the seller's best interests?
Right. One of the things that I used to do when working with for sale by owners is I would contact them and say, hey, listen, do you have a title company? If you don't have a title company, use my title company. Here, she's amazing. Perfect. She'll answer any questions. And then when you if you decide to list with an agent because you have really bad pictures and you shouldn't have done that, call me and I'll help you. And if it's about the money, because I worked in probate where I would see a lot of people come in and try to take the heirs' money and they just are unaware. And I offered them the same thing as well.
Would you tell me what makes the difference? Okay, I've got questions.
Oh, yeah, please. I love it.
Tell me what is so detrimental, like to have bad pictures on a listing? Like what is, because I know a lot of for sale by owners don't understand
No,
why they
don't.
can't just take an average picture of their home. What is the negative about not staging and not really presenting your house in the best possible light?
Well, when we're in an internet era, the first thing that buyers are going to see are your pictures. And if you don't have top quality pictures, you're not going to get top quality dollar. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen someone like in the mirror try to take the picture. And I'm like, what are you even taking a picture of? That's a mirror. They need that wide angle. And it's facts. If you invest, to me, it's like $200-$300 for a great photographer, which I teach you in my consultation how to find the best photographers. You can find them, invest that little bit of money, because in your long run on your net sheet, you're going to get more money.
Excellent. Excellent. And see, that's the guidance that you're providing, because I have seen for sale by owner pictures. They're rough.
I'm very rough. I know. I actually tell them when I'm on the phone, I'm like, hey, you probably shouldn't have a picture of your toilet on there. No one wants to see that. Or the closet is crammed. But I'm super honest because I feel like they respect that. Yeah. They might not like it, but they'll like it in the long run. I'm saving you some time.
Yeah. And what would you say it's so important for sale by owner now more than ever to get that guidance and to seek that help, for their marketing, for their benefit?
I believe that for sale by owners are just uneducated. They think that they know what they're doing because they probably have a really good job, which is why I'm like, hey, you're smart. There's a method to our madness, as you said, strategy.
Absolutely.
There's a reason why we hit the market a certain way, because we give you the most exposure. We do this, which I teach you in my program.
And I know you're very sensitive to how the market changes. How would you say a for sale by owner in our old market and our for sale by owner in our new market differ?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So our old market, you probably didn't even read a realtor at all whatsoever. You could just like throw it up with your bad pictures and it was gone anyways. Mm-hmm. But now you definitely have to be more strategic. Obviously, there aren't that many more buyers out there. But it's still the same way. You go and you hit the market the same.
So with the market that we're in now, for sale by owners are even up against more inventory on the market.
Right.
How would you say that is going to be a plus or a negative for the for sale by owner? If they're the only for sale by owner and there's like 6 other listings in their same neighborhood, how is that going to affect them?
Well, in my eyes, because I always try to think positive as well, I say, oh, well, if a buyer's going to come into your neighborhood, let's get it to where it exposes just like the other ones, and they can see them all at the same time. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people, hey, you're not picking your home is going to pick you. Because beautiful. When you walk in, it's like, oh, this is it. This is how it feels. This is where I'm going to live.
Perfect.
And then the strategies to actually,
Perfect.
do that.
And Liz, I can't commend you enough because you are a true solution finder, and that shows or that speaks bounds on your experience level. And it's not just experience, but you care and you want the best for your customers, even to extend as far out to for sale by owners. So it's amazing. I
understand.
you.
I get it. I do. I'm not, when I call for sale by owner, we don't want any. It's like, no, wait. I'm not trying to get your listing. I'm just trying to say, hey, listen, if you need a title company, I have one. It helps her as well get business.
Yeah. I really love that you've started this, service, this consultation service, through your program to educate for sale by owners, because for those for sale by owners that feel, that they've been harmed by a fellow realtor, I really love the fact that what you're offering is absolutely going to press a reset button, hopefully on their perception of us. No, not hopefully. I know it will.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because of you.
There are some bad realtors out there. We
Yep.
were just talking about that on another episode and how
Yes.
I think I got you involved where she was not nice. And then the husband, had to get involved because there was a team and I don't allow people to talk to me a certain way. And she was definitely not talking to me nice.
But here's the wonderful thing. So I'm going to give you all the kudos because a realtor with less experience would have fed right into it and told them where to go.
Right, yeah.
On a VIP ticket.
I wanted to, but I was like,
But
I gotta go.
Absolutely. And the beautiful thing of it is you never lost the perspective on how are my actions going to affect the best interest of my customer. So that's the sign of experience. So
thank you. I would like to address a lot of my friends, a lot of people want me to become a broker. Yes. And I understand that I don't want to be a broker, but I did talk to you about being a broker associate because I'll always work under someone like you who manages, 1,300 people. You have way more experience. Every day you have a problem. And so,
but here's the thing, how I feel about you, your level of experience, you're already at that broker level. So might as well, what did I tell you? Go for it. Get it because Liz, you're already there. So, it takes very special realtors after they've gone through numerous transactions, after, they've been a consistent problem solver. They'll get that higher level through the brokerage course and often take on their own brokerage. But here's the thing, you're not
getting rid of me.
I know, stay with me. But you're already offering that level of support. So might as well get it 2023. So
yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I would be a broker associate underneath you. I don't have any desire to manage people the way you do. I already annoy you enough, which I appreciate because she always answers. You're always available for us, which is a big thing. I can't tell you the other brokerages that I've worked for, and all they cared about was the money. How much are you producing for me? What are you doing? Are you going to get your leads?
It's unfortunate what happens in our industry where time served sometimes takes away the meaning of what we do. And, it's sad what happens in our industry where they kind of lose the focus on that we're providing a service. We're here for the public. Sure, commissions are great, but when you ask a lot of long-term successful agents why they're in it for, you're always going to hear helping the public in the equation. I love to help. I love houses. I want to help people. And unfortunately, there's some people in our industry that when they do reach a certain year mark, they tend to lose that special spark that originally ignited their passion for
and they
real
become
estate.
numb.
Absolutely.
This is such a stressful industry.
Absolutely.
And, you're selling people's biggest asset for their largest purchase.
And what I do is basically assist our agents, but it goes more than just assisting our agents. By helping our agents, I feel that I'm also contributing to helping that buyer, to helping that seller. So that's always been my point to where I'm going to definitely answer all the questions, that I can, because it's not only helping our agents, it's helping the public.
Right. And it's true. And I appreciate you saying that because I have one ultimate goal is to help you sell your house and get you wherever you're going on the next one,
Absolutely.
And if it's without me, congratulations. I'm glad that you saved $8,000. I'm not even mad at you. I'm happy that you did that because I can turn around. Like I said, it's not for everyone.
Absolutely.
It's not. And then I always suggest that you use a buyer's agent, always,
Absolutely.
because it's that free protection. You wouldn't go to court without a lawyer. Same thing, you buy, even getting into the lock boxes and, we're going a little deeper than you. In my program, I break everything down so they understand.
Perfect.
Monica, thank you so much. It was very special for you to come out here for me because I know that I value everything that you do for me and allowing me to run my own business, and other brokers don't do that. If you could give the viewers some advice, what would you give them?
For your for sale by owner crowd?
Yes.
Oh, I would say definitely use Liz. She's put a lot of time and heart into this, and I have a feeling you'll have nothing but success with her.
Thanks. hopefully have success on their own. And then if they can't, then I'll be right here for them.
Awesome.
Thanks again, Monica, for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for joining me, and let's build wealth through real estate.